this video, I'm going to tell you how long it will take you to lose 10 pounds safely. But not only how much time to expect to lose that 10 pounds, but more importantly, how can I keep those 10 pounds off forever and create an environment where I can lose more than that if I decide to do it and make it easy for me. When I initially talk to my clients, very often they underestimate the amount of weight or fat that they want to lose. And there could be a couple of reasons. Number one, they failed so many times that they do not want to get their expectations too high. Sometimes it's simply a comfort level that they feel they can only lose a little bit because as they grow older, they are interested in stopping the damaging effect of passing time. I usually try to encourage to be braver than that. And I distinguish between a short-term goal and long-term goal. My short-term goal for many clients is simply to tell me what your weight was 10 years ago. 10 years of aging, usually on the average that's 5% of body weight, and that is achievable. That weight that a client has, sometimes they still remember how it felt, what was the size of the clothes, so that becomes something that they can identify with and can buy into. Very often, those bad habits of gaining weight lasted all the way from their youth, only they emerge later on. So that will be the part of the long-term strategy. But in general, if you are to lose 10 pounds, assuming that 1 pound is 3,500 calories and 10 pounds would be 35,000 calories being caloric deficit. That is a simple formula. And then if you lower your calories by 500 a week, so you possibly are able to lose 1 pound a week, and that would be 10 weeks to lose 10 pounds. In my experience, that process could be double. It can be sped up significantly by doing a couple of things when it comes to fat loss. You not only have to understand calories, but you have to understand macronutrients and how they affect our hormones. Our bodies are controlled by hormones, from water retention to fat retention. It is all controlled by hormones. So the trick of successful program is to trick your body into producing good hormones. And by good, I mean hormones that allow you to lose body fat, allow you to get rid of extra water, and keep the hormones that store fat to the minimum. Now, we know that the most damaging hormone is insulin. So the formula is very simple. If you are able to control your insulin and limit it in your body, you will be tremendously successful in feeling better and also in leaning out and losing body fat. Now, if you agree with that that's the case, then we have to find a substance that stimulates that insulin to stay high in your body and eliminate it. And that's pretty simple. It is sugar. It is carbohydrates that cause it. There are some good things about carbohydrates besides tasting good. They have limited function, but in the initial body fat loss phase, they're absolutely a fat loss killer. We have to get rid of them desperately. Now, metabolic disease is hyperinsulinism. You have to understand that relationship. If your insulin is high and your body fat is high, you're more prone to heart attack, diabetes, strokes, cancer. It only makes sense that we don't ingest it, and yet it's very difficult because they're as addictive as drugs, and in my opinion, more deadly. I think that heart disease, cancer kill more people, and I think that a big portion of it could be assigned to a higher insulin. So what do we do about it? You have to have a roadmap that will allow you to get rid of excess body fat initially. And once that happens, your insulin is going to be able to be produced with glucose at the proper levels, and you can start eating more carbohydrates. Also, if you understand the relationship between glucose and insulin, and you are right on, you will lose more weight than 10 pounds in 10 weeks. You can double that amount, and I will explain why towards the end. But let's go ahead and revisit the carbohydrate insulin relationship. We have to understand that the vitamins, fiber, all energy that comes from carbohydrates is of secondary importance initially. So the giving ourselves excuse that it makes us feel better, that we need energy, we get headaches if we don't get it, that is not going to be okay in the short-term phase where you try to drastically reduce your insulin. Later on, like I said, yes. Now, what I found very helpful, that if you really want to individualize your own program, you can carry a CGM and put it on your body, and you will know exactly how much sugar and insulin, therefore, you produce. So any food combination, you will be able to individualize to your own liking. But in general terms, eat protein and fat like meat, eggs, high-fat yogurt, butter. That will keep you satisfied and you won't have any cravings. Now, another thing, again, physicians that I really respect also told me that secret, that what she tells her patients is that if you have a sugar craving, quickly limit the sugar craving by simply eating a teaspoon of butter. Butter, as I told earlier, will control our satiety hormone and it will increase it. So we're going to feel full and our brain is going to forget the glucose sugar impulse. So a good fat is also not just a great sweet tooth remedy if you have a sweet tooth, it also provides very valuable building blocks for your other hormone production, as well as helps your skin and hair. So fat, protein is emphasized in this first phase, and if you eliminate carbohydrates totally, you're going to be able to lose not only 10 pounds, but you will be losing up to 20 pounds of body fat and water that you have stored in your liver and in your muscles. So in the next video, I will talk about, does exercise make you hungry?